Hey, how's it going, Wizards? Welcome back to a brand new sit-down video. You're probably wondering, what are we going to be talking about today? Nothing. I'm going to be telling you guys about everything that I learned doing daily uploads for the month of November. What up? I'm the other Mikhail, saying some stuff that regular Mikhail forgot to mention. So for those of you that don't know, before I did YouTube, I was doing a webcomic. I created comics daily for about 3 years, and I drew the comic overall for about 5. I did it from middle school through early high school. So this isn't the first time that I've done something daily for an extended period of time, and so I kind of knew going into it that this was going to be super difficult. But obviously, drawing a comic that's 3 panels and doing an entire video, they're different things. Prior to doing this month-long daily extravaganza, I had done daily content for a week. I think once I made it to like 9 or 10 days. And so I thought, okay, that's definitely similar to 31. The first thing that I learned doing daily videos, and these are in no order, is that I am capable of making things a lot faster than I thought I was. Prior to, I don't know, maybe the last year or so, video editing took me a very, 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 very long time, and now it's like 2 to 3 varies. Back before, like a commentary video used to take me like 24 to 30 hours to edit. And when I'm trying to do daily videos like I was for this month, the process for editing had to get a lot faster. I had to be able to streamline a lot of what I was doing. One thing that it has taught me is that I am able to edit quickly and still be proud of the work that I put out. Within 31 videos, only 6 of them were the short form, like Vine style 6-second videos or 10-second videos. Those videos are typically quicker to do. They still kind of, take a couple hours to set up and everything. Many times throughout the month, I did not have 10 to 12 to 14 hours to work on a video. I was busy with school or prior obligations with social stuff or clubs, and so balancing that was very difficult. And that brings me to the second thing that I learned, which is that lack of sleep is not fun at all. I've always kind of not really had much of a sleep schedule. I typically prefer nighttime. I like working late at night and doing videos and stuff at nighttime. For a long time, throughout middle school, high school, I kind of slept whenever I felt like I needed to, and when I wasn't tired, I would stay up. I never really had to push myself to be up for as long as I did, but it's definitely not healthy for your body or your mind. I definitely felt the physical effects. There were a lot of days where I just felt queasier than normal, sore, I felt like my body didn't have the time to repair itself like it's supposed to when you sleep. It was just a struggle to will myself to keep doing that, because at a certain point, I just thought I have another, 15 days of this. I have another 2 days of this. Every day, I just kept going harder and harder. I didn't want to sacrifice the quality of the content. I didn't want to sacrifice my grades or social stuff, and so I just kind of did everything. I just did all of it. It felt like my brain was so full of so much information, because on average for the month I would be up for at least 22 hours straight. When you do it back to back and then you mix in 36-hour days in between, it gets to a point where you've been up for so much of the day, or so much of 2 days, that every little thing that has happened and that you've done is just somewhere in your brain. Typically, the way I understand it, when you go to sleep, your brain deletes and stores short-term and long-term memory. If you learn new people's names and faces, which I did a lot of this semester and especially this last month, then that's going to get hopefully stored in long-term memory. But if you don't sleep at all, your brain doesn't have that time. Think of it like if you just keep your computer running 24/7 and you don't turn it off. There were honestly a lot of days where I woke up ready to cry. My body hurt, I was tired, I had a headache, I had only slept an hour, and I had to walk across campus to class and then come back and start the next day's video. I might be making it sound a little bit worse than it was. By and large, I was totally fine. I mean, I made good videos, I was able to do well in school and stuff, and it just meant there were a lot of days where I was very uncomfortable. It's kind of cool at first, until it becomes a cycle where you can't really break it. I had classes from 10:20 to 12 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on Tuesdays I had class from 4 until 9 p.m. So basically what that meant is, let's say I wake up at 10 a.m. on Monday. I now need to go to class. I get out at 12, maybe go catch lunch, potentially have a meeting, and then I start on the day's video. I work on that video until 8, 9, probably 10 p.m. Now I've been in my room all day. People are wondering what I've been up to, so I go out and I hang out with people until 1 or 2 a.m. and now it's time to work on the next day's video. And since I have class the next day at 4 p.m., I've got to be done with the video by like 3:30. So what I would do after coming back from hanging out with people is go to my room and start filming and working on the next day's video for Tuesday. And I would stay up until I got the video done. So a lot of times that would mean I didn't really get the video done until 1 or 2 p.m. So I'd have time to fit in like an hour to an hour and a half nap. And then I'd have to get up, go to class, and come back and do the next day's video. I basically did that all month. Obviously, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays I didn't have class, but that was typically when I would go out and hang out with people, go to my girlfriends, go home to visit family. And so a lot of times I would post those shorter, like 10-second videos as kind of like a buffer so that I could sleep a little bit or do those extra things that I didn't have time for during the rest of the week. That brings me to my third point, which is that I learned that being social and doing things with other people, especially in a college setting, is very, I would almost say, addictive. Like, there's always things to do on campus, and that was something that I didn't really get to experience because of COVID. And also, I needed to film stuff a lot of the times, like vlog footage. If it's 9 o'clock at night and that's when people are available, or if it's 12 a.m. and that's when people are available, that's when I have to be up. And that was great because I got to hang out with a ton of people. I got to meet new people. I got to hang out with friends that I kind of already made earlier in the semester. I would go out, at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and hang out with people in the lounge, or we would go, to the stadium and play baseball. Then it's like, okay, we're having fun. I don't want to leave early because now I'm having a good time. Everybody, we're all there together. I just kind of wait until everybody else is too tired to stay up anymore. And sometimes that's like 4 a.m. Then it's like, okay, now I need to go work on the video. I tried to mesh as much as I could editing with other people in the room. It's very hard to do because I need to listen typically for most editing. Some things are visual only, but a lot of it is syncing audio, timing things to music, timing things to whatever kind of audio cues. And so I would bring my laptop with me in the room where people were hanging out, and I would try my best to be productive and edit, and that just prolonged the editing process, and that kept me up longer. What would be like a 6-hour editing session or an 8-hour editing session is like 12 hours. But every day, without fail, I got my videos up. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There was one day I didn't get one up till 1 a.m. And that is my, I think, fourth point. I put way more emphasis on deadlines than I thought I did, which is a good thing, because if I hadn't put so much emphasis on the deadlines, I wouldn't have gotten my videos out. I wouldn't have gotten them done. So I remember there was this one day where I got the video up late. I got it up by 1 a.m., so about an hour late. I got the video pretty much done by 11:30. It was like ready to go. I just had to make a thumbnail and export the video, and I hit export, and then for some reason my editing software crashed. It had been crashing a lot around that time, and so I'm like, okay, let me try it again. I tried again, it crashes again. I tried again, it crashes again. By this point, it's like 12 o'clock, and so I reloaded the software. I closed everything, restarted my laptop, reloaded the software, and finally it worked. But by that point, it was like 1 a.m., and the video was out late. And I took it incredibly hard. I was in such a bad mood. What am I supposed to do? I worked so hard all day. I spent the last 9 hours literally like straight just editing this video, just working on it. I got it up like 45 minutes to an hour late, and I went to get dinner that night with a bunch of people, and it took about 45 minutes or an hour to get dinner. And I remember thinking, like, I shouldn't have gotten dinner. I would have had that extra time. I could have gotten the video out on time. And so I realized kind of at that moment, like, I need to eat dinner. I need to take a break and like allow myself to rest for a little bit since I'd been working so much. It's really important to set and meet those goals, but sometimes you just got to throw in the towel and be like, okay, I got up late, but I got it up, I got it done. Let's move to some more positive things that I learned, because there were some very positive aspects of this challenge, and this is the part that I wanted to talk about. This is originally why I was making the video. So the fifth thing that I learned is I proved to myself that I am capable of a lot more than I give myself credit for. Previously, like I said, I've done little challenges here and there, but I'll cut it short. The sixth thing that I learned was that when you're working that hard towards your goals and people see you continuously spending every day and every moment just working towards whatever you're working on, there's an amount of respect there that people have. People were telling me, to keep going and not give up, and that they liked the fact that I was working really hard on the videos. I was kind of surprised by that, because prior to these videos being daily, people see me put out a video once a week, and that's not really as impressive. It doesn't show the amount of determination and the drive that I have mentally for the videos. Getting to kind of have a little bit of that energy and like pride represented and reciprocated was really cool. The thing is that I learned is that it's just not about the views. It reminded me that the entire focus of the channel and what I do is just the content. It's just making stuff. It made me realize that I really like getting just completely stuck and lost in just making stuff. Typically, in times past, I would let deadlines for school or just other things stop me from getting to just work on videos. I just somehow mentally was able to juggle it all. The key to it for me was I kind of shut off my analytical, critical brain. It allows the entire focus of the process to just be on the creative process. I shut off my brain and I just did. It's a good quote by a designer named Austin Babbitt. His whole mantra is like, turn off your brain. Once you know what your goal is, once you know what you want to do in life or with a specific project, just do it. Just, you know how to do it, you know what you want to do it. And the pursuit of like doing the videos, I can say it was the most difficult thing I've done in my entire life, which I think is saying a lot. I've done some pretty difficult things, but it was one of the most rewarding. Doing these daily videos proved a lot to me. Something that I've realized in recent years is that the messed up part about success is that until you reach your goals, you can always point to not doing enough as the reason for not meeting your goals. And there's always more that you can be doing. You know, you could stay up 24/7 and just work. And until you reach your goals, if you're not doing that, you constantly feel like you must not be doing something right because other people that are working hard are achieving their goals. Working hard is different for everybody. It's going to look different for whatever your project or niche is. And so for me, it's like, well, you know, I spent 8 hours today on this video. I could have spent 12, and maybe then it would have gotten more views, or maybe then I would have more subscribers. Doing this proved to me that I can work that hard. I can do what it takes. I look like I'm filming an apology video. So I have no plans to do daily uploads again for a long time. I don't know when. It was really hard on me mentally and physically, but I did it, and I know that I could do it again. I plan to at some point. If not for a month, at least for like a week here and there. I was able to put out 7 times the amount of content. You know, I would typically put out 1 video a week. Now I'm putting out 7 every week. As many great videos that I'm like, look at this. Like, I want to show people. It got to the point where I was making so many videos that I couldn't even keep up with what I'd made. Like, I was so focused on the next video that I would forget I made, you know, some stuff. Like, I'd look back and be like, oh yeah, that was a good one. Like, I need to show more people that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I also hope you guys enjoyed all the other videos that I made. If you are watching this and you haven't watched any or all of the videos that I made last month, go back and watch them. It's really good to be done with the daily videos for a while. I've been taking a break. I took 2 weeks off. I posted my video last week. Now we're back to weekly uploads. But for now, go enjoy what I've made. A lot of people like wondered how I was managing to do all the videos. And honestly, in short, I don't know. Sheer just wanting to, just willpower. No one was forcing me. A lot of people actually told me like, yo, you need to take a break, like just take a day off. And I was like, I literally, like, I can't. I'm 18 days deep. Like, I can't like stop now. Like, I'm so close to my goal. Over the summer, I had this crazy plan to blow up on YouTube. I was gonna do 8-hour days every single day of the summer and just work at YouTube. And what I learned was that was too much pressure to put on myself. I just kind of folded. I got like scared and didn't do really anything. So if you look back like to last summer, I didn't put out very many videos. I think there was a month that I just like straight up took off. I just kind of existed like a normal person, which was nice, but it kind of sucked. It was a little depressing. I basically wasted the summer in terms of productivity for YouTube, which was difficult to grapple with because now I'm like back in school and I have to focus on school and I have to like work towards career stuff that I want to be working on YouTube because that's what I care about. For me, it was like, okay, let me give myself another chance to prove that I have the ability to work insanely hard. This was a really fun time. I feel like I probably complained a good amount throughout this video where like sounded like things were a little bit dark or like difficult for me, which they were, but I think like that's a good thing. They're supposed to be. That was the point of challenging myself, was to be out of my comfort zone. But now my comfort zone is expanded. Now my boundaries are bigger and my ceiling is higher and my limits are further, and I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna take over YouTube. I'm gonna take over the world. So get ready for that. If you guys have been watching my videos, comment down below which ones were your favorite. Comment down below what you would like to see more of on the channel, what types of videos, what length of videos, anything you want. Just tell me your thoughts on the channel. I want to look at the channel a bit more and do the best that I can with it. I think that I actually have a lot of potential. I feel like the channel could do some really groundbreaking things. I feel like I could make some really cool videos, or maybe some life-changing, like eye-opening videos. I don't know. Maybe I've already made one before, or things that have stuck with you before, like that have resonated, but I want to resonate with more people. I want to impact more viewers and brighten more people's lives. And so tell me how to do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm, just gonna keep saying that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all of you lovely little wizards in the next video where I buy a worm on a string, I clone it 32 times, and I hang it on a tree. Oh wait, I already did that. Bye. Dinner. You guys like the tree? Worms on a string on a tree. Man, this is fun. I'm glad I filmed this video. I want to do some Q&As, and I'm gonna see how those go. So that'll be probably a new experiment. experiment, a new experiment, new spearmint, Wrigley gum, yum, minty freshness that you can taste. I'm tired. But yeah, and I might do them on YouTube as well, because I haven't actually ever done a YouTube live stream. I've done them on Instagram a couple times, but, you know, I have the ability to. So if you guys see a live stream in the future, I was not hacked, so come watch it, come hang out. If I do a live stream on YouTube, it'll be, like, legit. If I do on Instagram, it'll probably just be me, like, chilling with some friends, but I don't know, that could be cool, too, if you guys are into that. I'm gonna shut up now. Hi, Cat. How you doing, bud? Oh. Oh.